Today, I'd like to introduce a Chinese science fiction film released in 2019, The Wandering Earth, adapted from the novella of the same name by world-renowned sci-fi author Liu Cixin. The film represents the highest level of China's sci-fi filmmaking to date. In the near future, the sun begins to age rapidly and is on the verge of expanding into a red giant, threatening to consume the entire solar system. Facing extinction, humanity puts aside long-standing conflicts and forms a unified United Earth government. Together, they launch an unprecedented and audacious initiative, the Wandering Earth Project. The plan calls for the construction of tens of thousands of gigantic planetary engines across Earth's surface, designed to push the entire planet out of its orbit and propel it away from the dying sun toward a new home, Proxima Centauri, 4.2 light-years away. The journey will take 2,500 years. Once the engines ignite, Earth's rotation is forced to stop, plunging the planet into a new era known as the solar system escape. The surface becomes an uninhabitable frozen wasteland, with extreme temperatures and violent storms. Humanity retreats into vast underground cities built beneath former metropolises. Only maintenance crews and special task forces return to the surface to operate and repair the planetary engines. The story centers on Liu Qi, a rebellious young man, and his adoptive sister Han Duoduo. Growing up in the underground city of Beijing, Liu Qi harbors resentment toward his father, Liu Peqiang, a taikonaut assigned to the space station that guides Earth's trajectory. Liu Peqiang has been away from home for years, creating a deep emotional gap between father and son. After being released from juvenile detention, Liu Qi steals his grandfather Han Xiang's old surface vehicle in an attempt to take Duoduo on an adventure above ground. Their timing, however, coincides with the arrival of a global catastrophe. As Earth approaches Jupiter's orbit, its engines begin to fail under the overwhelming gravitational pull. Thousands of engines shut down simultaneously, throwing Earth off course. The planet is soon captured by Jupiter's massive gravity, pulling it toward an inevitable collision. The terrified crowds cling to one another as the world quakes around them. Caught in the chaos, Liu Qi, Duoduo, and their grandfather are drafted into an emergency rescue unit tasked with restoring key engines. Along the way, they join forces with various other rescue teams, including seasoned soldier Wang Lei, the comedic yet bravely Yi Yi, and the determined engineer He Qian. Together they face the brutal conditions of Earth's frozen surface, collapsed cities buried in ice, malfunctioning engine towers, deadly temblors, and endless blizzards. Everywhere they go, they witness the fragility of civilization against the vast power of nature and cosmic forces. Despite their efforts, more engines fail, and Earth's descent toward Jupiter accelerates. The United Earth government, believing survival is impossible, announces the activation of the Helios Project, an evacuation plan to abandon Earth and launch a small number of selected humans into space aboard seed ships. The announcement crushes the morale of rescue forces around the world. Yet Liu Qi and his companions refuse to surrender. Just as hope seems lost, a group of scientists proposes a radical but theoretically viable plan: ignite Jupiter's hydrogen-rich atmosphere using the planetary engines, creating a massive explosion that could provide enough thrust to push Earth out of Jupiter's gravity well. The key to this plan is restarting a critical ray ignition engine, located precisely where Liu Qi's team has arrived. With limited time and fading oxygen, Liu Qi, Han Duoduo, and their companions work together to haul a multi-ton ignition core into place. Communication is down, the system is damaged, and the ignition sequence must be triggered manually. They join a desperate final mission and falter more than once, but their resolve never breaks, and in the end, their determination prevails. With the collective strength of the team and the last words of Liu Peqiang echoing in their minds, "Hope is like a diamond, precious and rare in our time," they manage to activate the engine. Meanwhile, aboard the navigation final space station, Liu Peqiang realizes that the Earth cannot escape without additional energy. Calculating a daring move, he decides to crash the space station packed with remaining fuel into Jupiter's atmosphere, providing the spark needed to ignite the explosion. Knowing this will be a one-way mission, he sends a farewell to his son. The Jupiter is successfully ignited just as Liu Peqiang sacrifices himself in space. The massive explosion that follows lights up the planet's atmosphere like a second sun. The blast creates the exact conditions needed for Earth's engines to fire at full capacity. A column of brilliant blue flame erupts from the reignition engine. Earth shudders, then slowly begins to pull away from Jupiter's grasp. Against all odds, the collision is averted. Humanity survives, at least for now. The film closes with Liu Qi's reflective narration. Although the journey ahead remains long and uncertain, Earth continues its voyage across the dark expanse of the universe. And with it, the fragile yet enduring hope of humankind keeps burning.